gentle sway, our hearts find where the night turns to day.
We live in such a rushed, or I would say, such a weird time sometimes, It feels as if one day you went from being just living normal life, or I would say being asleep, and then when you wake up, there's this urgency for you to do so many things. I would compare living or growing up in such a generation to maybe you were in a coma, and during that coma, maybe you were having the best dreams of your, I don't know, the best dreams you could ever have. But once you wake up in the coma, there are bills to pay. There you must check up with I don't know, start paying the doctor, start paying the people who took care of you, and this urgency. And often this urgency comes and requires of you things you feel like you don't have. For example, let's say you were, I don't know, it feels like yesterday you were 16, and today maybe you're about to turn 22 or 23. It feels like all this time, I don't know, it's weird or odd quite to put it into words, but it's as if you just woke up, and now that you woke up, you have all of this sudden rush of responsibilities called adulthood. And many times we do not have some sort of guide in, or we feel as if we don't have a guide, you know, to navigate or circumvent these complicated ways of life. And many times it makes us feel, I don't know, lost without any sense of direction. And that applies to school, career wise, even now for the people of who I would say are in school with this new rise of artificial intelligence and such and on, makes people even more doubtful, or even more, I think, afraid of what is to come, what is, or what they will experience. Therefore, they don't even know what to work on in today's terms. They know they want to do something, but they just don't know how, you know. And with that's how, at least for me, I came to that realization. At times we just wish we could just have, turn A, turn B, turn C, turn E, and then you will be fine for the rest of your life. But we live in such an era where there's so much ambiguity, where there is so much, I don't know, and not many people talk about it for me, which is odd. And we all live in a also society of being pretentious, pretending and trying to flaunt, I don't know, wealth, or trying to flaunt even a state of mind, to appear to others we are strong and things like that. But yeah, it's quite an odd thing, or perplexing thing, I would say, to see, But in whatever thing, I think that this might be, one of life's, I don't know, biggest challenges, or might be up there. But taking in consideration each and every single challenge you've come through until now, I don't think this is any different. It is a challenge and it is hard, but I believe you can pull through. There are so many inspirations, I think, in your story, in my story, in which we could look back at and see, wow, how did I even come up from that story? So no matter how old you are, or how young you are, you're not too, I would say, too old or too early to start, want to put your life in order. And no one knows the the right, I would say, at least a normal human being, knows the right and fully right path. Only God knows that. And we keep on praying that He directs our steps, because only Him knows what ways are best for us. So you keep trying your best, and whatever sticks, sticks. They often say that clarity comes from doing, not from thinking. So in whatever you do, I'm not saying also to start doing wrongful things and then say, "Oh, then I got clarity." No, there's some things, of course, we know not we ought not to do, but in things which we have no certainty and we believe or we know that these are not bad things. For example, trying to pursue a career in somewhere, you know, and if it doesn't work, doesn't work. But no one has the right answer. You know, we live life trying to copy from other people's paper. You know, it's like an exam sheet and we're trying to copy from each other's paper, but we forget that each and every single person has been given a different paper. So you're neither late or early, and it is not comparison to other men's achievement that determines who you are or the timing of your arrival or your departure. So each and every single one of us has a different path timing. So take that in mind and always leave the pen in the hands of God.